Hi Taurus, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to December. I hope you guys have been well. To book a reading, of course, head over to the website rubyreadstarot.com. Quick announcement, the Daily Tarot is going to return to the website as of the 1st of January. Save rubyreadstarot.com in your favorites and do check in. I don't know, I think it's time. Taurus, we haven't spoken in some time, and I think there's a few reasons for that. Firstly, the reason I think you've been doing really well, I don't think you really needed a reading. To be honest with you, I think you can see things are really beginning to slowly but steadily go in the right direction, and you'll have those little hiccups along the way, and you know what, such is life. It's good, right? We can all deal with the little bumps and hiccups as long as we all know where we're going, and as long as we all know that there is the potential of a lot of good to come. For the decks for December, I've got the Waite Psychic Deck Tarot by John Holland and the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards on standby. I wrote a few things out for you, and I don't normally do that, but it's just some key things that I really thought would be poignant to talk about. So the first thing this full moon lunar eclipse that took place in your sign in Taurus, it was intense, huh? And I think there was this key about, and I'm holding rose quartz, the bottom of a rose quartz heart that broke, but I kept the pieces, so I'm holding on to this while I do your reading. That intense full moon lunar eclipse that was in your sign. On the 4th of December, we have a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. This is a solar eclipse, and it is the one for manifestation. It is perhaps the best time to put down in writing and make a contract with the universe, I guess, as to the things that you're hoping to achieve in 2020. 2020, I predict for you, is going to be so big because Uranus comes out of retrograde, and it's currently in your sign, and it is the one about big changes to how you live, who you live with, where you live, your money management, and I do feel like there is this wealth revolution that is about to take place, Taurus, and I do think that you being the sign of money, material gain, sensual senses, are in line to, I think, set the new the new templates, the new roadmaps, the blueprints, etc. I think with this new moon and the last full moon that took place in your sign, we're obviously in eclipse season, and a big one for you, I'm going to say, is mood management, Taurus. I think your mood might be fluctuating with these full moons, and the prospects of all of the delights that come with it and the not so delights are currently present. And so I do say to you, take extra good care of your energy, of your mood. Make sure you're getting enough sunshine, vitamin D. Make sure you are exercising, and make sure you are exercising your need for a bit of meditation and quiet time. Spotlight's pretty much on you, and I think that last full moon kind of highlighted that there are a lot of potentials, and there is a lot of hope for things to not only expand in this season of Sagittarius growth and development expansion, but I feel like your need to illuminate more so than ever before is perhaps really I think you feel confident, and I feel like you deserve the attention, and I feel like you want to go out and get it, and so why not? This is your moment. Soak in the glory, confront the truth, and feel the growth. That's what I wrote for you. You, I think, might be using the fact that right now you do feel quite solid and stable, and it's very good because you are unshakable. And Taurus, you are one of those signs, once you make your mind up about something, that's it. There's no shaking you. And to be in that place of being did you see that? To be unshakable is perhaps something that might be quite important to you right now. Okay, so what's happened so far has been about this moment. The time is for freedom and liberation, so take the clues and the cues that help you pierce through the facades that held you out of truth and alignment. And so you know that there is a lot of emphasis on how you're feeling, how you're showing up, the way you're showing up, the need to be free and in liberation. And I think this, not only with this last full moon and this new moon, this combination, I think Taurus, Sagittarius, it's really about finding the clues and the cues that help you look through, pierce through these facades that have held you out of truth and alignment. I do feel like this philosophical sign of Sagittarius is one that does help create illumination on truth. You know, it's the dancing fire, it's mutable fire, it's lava. You are conquering so much right now, and you have the green light. So I guess, Taurus, it's go time. It's go time. And wherever you might be going, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a physical journey as such, it can be you inside, taking these journeys that mean that you are finding truth, that you're deliberately holding yourself away from things that don't feel like they're in true resonance with you. And I think your ability to just really be unshakable right now, your ability to really have both feet firmly planted on the floor, is going to help you a lot in this month of December. Freedom and liberation. What is freedom? What is truth? You know? And I feel like these clues and these cues that I was speaking about, it's really just the answers to things that you know. Take a deep breath in for me, Taurus. There we go. Decision time. The Judgment card. 2022 is bringing a lot. And you know there are certain decisions that you've got to make right now, Taurus, and it is decision time. You know, there's no going back. This is the final curtain on a few things. You've got to make your decisions, and you've got to be really quite honest, and you've got to be really quite firm to make sure that you stick to the truth. This season is, I keep wanting to say, it's about the philosophy. It's about being so much bigger than earthly wants, needs, desires. It's about the bigger picture. Uranus in your sign has been activating this bigger picture consciousness for a while. And I think you will find that the more you are willing to resign things that have been matrixy, things that you just do in order to fill your time or fill your day, the more willing you are to like look beyond those set pretenses, Judgment card, to see where it is that these decisions that you're making, these judgment calls that are really needed of you, might need a new version of you to decipher the codes of the truth behind them. The Tower card. Why am I not surprised? And the Empress. There you are, beautiful energy, the Empress. Taurus, these conventions, these towers built on shaky constructs, faulty towers, these preconceived notions that have been there because they were done that way for thousands and thousands of years. You know, it's kind of beyond decision time about things that have been falling away that aren't necessarily aligned with this Empress energy, Taurus. It's now or never. Things are falling away of your life because they're not in true resonance, they're not in true alignment with where you're going. And I think you know where you're headed is somewhere pretty big. And so there's no point of you being in your head worried, stressed, and anxious about all of the abundance, Empress card, that is naturally yours by birthright. You are supposed to be abundant, you are supposed to be rich, you are supposed to be wealthy, you are supposed to be feeling all of those things, Taurus. And you know there are certain decisions that you can't hold any longer. There are certain decisions that you just can't. You can't delay anymore. It's now. You kind of got to make these decisions now because they're about you getting into alignment of the truth which is the Empress card, which is you, which is your natural abundance, your natural abundance, your natural birthright, to be who you wish to be, the decision maker, the one calling the shots, the one sitting on the throne, the one who knows best. You know best for your life right now. And so if things are falling away from you, if things are crumbling, if conventions aren't making sense, it's because whatever this stress is, the stuff that's been keeping you up at night, the stuff that's been just needing you to take some time out to sort out, it's just the only thing that stands between you and this Empress energy, and I just want you to do it right now. Mars goes into Sagittarius. There's no time like the present. Shoot now, think later. My motto for life. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, the Page of Cups. It's not all dim and grim. There are a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of potentials. There are invitations coming forward in the term, in things that bring you emotional contentment, basically, Taurus. Things that are aligned with your emotional contentment. Things that are part of your freedom. Things that are part of this decision, the consequences of making this decision. December is massively abundant for you. All the right emotional opportunities present themselves right in time. But I think the more willing you are to clear up the debris from this Tower moment, this is beautiful. Temperance card, Sagittarius, in Sagittarius season. A personal economy, moderation of yourself. You need to start looking after yourself a lot better. This is alchemizing a few things from one state into the other. Here we go. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands, the conflict, the 5 of Pentacles, which is also your card. It's a less than mentality. It's the lack of knowledge. It's being left out in the cold. It's having finally made your way to source, so you can come in and get warm now, and you can, lovely. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. An invitation gets a lot serious. Whatever this invitation of love was, it gets really serious very quickly. Bigger invitations are about to be made, broader horizons about to be conquered, and decisions that may mean that you, Taurus, are willing to put in a bigger commitment. Let's talk about these 5s first, because 5s are the card of change. They are sometimes the card of conflict, but it is a significator that it's time to change. Let's go through these cards first. So there's a lot of pages here. I have the Page of Cups, I have the Page of Wands, I have the Page of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of potential here, Taurus. A lot of options, a lot of opportunities. There are options in regards of finances. They may feel humble at the moment, but you know, you've got a chance to grow them with study and research. There are emotional offers that present themselves to you in the month of December that feel really satiating. You've got the opportunity to grow and develop those. The Page of Wands is fun, flirty, you know, Casanova-esque energy. But I wonder if this is a reminder for you to lighten up a bit. Okay, the more fire energy you present in this season, the more gusto you're giving it. Once you make this decision, you clear up the best you can, the mess from the rubble. Once you decide it's really time to put certain pessimisms to bed, you've got to actively step out of the conflict. I have 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups here for you. December is poignant because there is so much that is available to you. And I think you actually somehow managed to manifest and line up with your utmost best, the things that create the utmost contentment for you. And I feel like you do it right in the nick of time. And so all of the decisions that you are making in the month of December have to come from a very abundant place, because ultimately that's a really happy home, and that's a cup that's all the way full. Taurus, there is some longevity in emotional contentment. There is love that is available. There is the feeling of having so much that it's pouring over. The 10 of Pentacles is a good sign, because it not only means that there's standing, you know, there's longevity in this abundance. And so when I say to you, get your head right, get your head into the game, feel that feeling of a cup well full, it all starts with a decision. And it all starts with the bravery of actually clearing up the mess of the rubble, clearing up the mess of a situation that needed to be tidied up, compartmentalized, and put away. Solar plexus, your confidence and triumph. Your triumph, your victory, you really truly aligning with this Ace of Cups, this happy home, this Empress. You know what? I'm going to put all the rest of the cards away because you know what? I'm going to talk through it and then we'll just go. Okay, let me just pull a few more cards and then we'll get into it. Your confidence is what wins you out this month, and I don't want you to do it in a very superficial confidence way. Work on this solar plexus by truly connecting with solar energy. If you would like more help on how to do that, book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. The cards I have for you at the bottom of the deck is complacency. Taurus, this isn't the time to snooze because you lose. The early bird catches the worm. Instincts. Your instincts are sharp. Gratitude. Remain grateful. Remain grateful. And the time is now, just as I said, this judgment card. Don't let this slip through your fingers. Let me go through the message again. Come out of the cold. You've made it to source. It's not about being in a less than lack mentality in December. The conflict, it's juvenile, it's pointless, it needs to come to an end, and you're the best person to put it to an end. There's a decision that needs to be made about your abundance. You might find that previous conventions have crumbled, and in order for you to really get out of a headspace of lack and less than, you need to go all the way back. Like, take off the layers. Get to the crux, the bread and butter of it. What exactly is up? A lack of confidence, a lack of conviction in your victories. You have got options, and there are opportunities that are presenting themselves for you in regards to creating finances, in regards to taking emotional offers to the next level, in regards to actually deciding who this cup is full of, Taurus. You aligning with your confidence again and being in this Empress energy, really moderating yourself, trusting your instincts, and remaining grateful throughout all of it, because ultimately they're all lessons. Your cups run over in December. Start setting some groundwork, some real... The only reason why certain towers crumble is because the foundations are not built correct. So in December, build those foundations, okay? Don't waste time. The time is now. Thank you so much for joining, Taurus. I love doing readings with you because I have this... We're so, like, earth and earth, there's no connections like it. You guys are awesome. You guys deserve the best. December is going to be beautiful for you. Go out and get the best, right? Do your best. Be in this Empress energy because that's what you are. The eternal abundance. All of my love to you, Taurus. To book a reading, visit rubyreadstarot.com. Thank you so much for joining me. The number 8 in this season is significant. I just had to say that. I love you. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Oh, goodbye.